Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your greatest support. Now, let me start by saying this, that in as much as maybe Kenya and Tanzania have been having their online problems, we've seen a lot of issues happening here whereby Tanzanians and Kenyans engage on an online fight, online war, all that. But there is one thing that I'm normally certain at. That these two countries, they really love each other. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because as we speak right now, of course, we know very well that Tanzania is having their election, which did not take place as planned because the people were against the CCM, Chama cha Mapinduzi, a candidate who was forcing herself to be re-elected. Because, of course, we know very well that she was not elected. She did not become the president legally. It was out of the legitimacy after the death of the former president. But then there is something that is happening here. SULUHU was forcing herself to be elected as the first female president of Tanzania. And that is exactly what people were against. But that aside, I want us to look at some of the scenarios here, the happenings in Tanzania, and I want us to connect it with Kenya. As we speak right now, there are some Kenyans who have decided to go to Tanzania. There are some Kenyans who went to, in fact, they were forcing themselves along the Sirare border, and they wanted to be allowed to get in so that they can help their brothers. They can help brothers in Tanzania. Exactly, that is what I want to talk about, fellow Kenyans. But before that, let me just take a moment and quickly remind you that if at all we are meeting for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well like, you can share, drop in the flag at the comment section, tell me what you think and where exactly you are watching this video from. If you're within the country, it is good to tell me which country you're watching from, and if you're outside the country, you can as well tell me which country or drop me the flag at the comment section and I'll figure it out by myself. And most importantly, fellow Kenyans, don't forget to subscribe. Let us get into the discussion. Samia Suluhu Hassan is missing. And of course, nobody knows where she's gone to after the chaos that has been happening in Tanzania since yesterday. It even forced the Tanzanian government to put curfew just immediately after the election. Of course, it didn't go well as they planned, because I think early in the morning, there were some vehicles that were seen going towards the polling stations. And when the youth stormed these vehicles, they realized that the vehicles were carrying already casted votes, which were for Mama Suluhu Hassan.
Wanadai mahindi haya. Wanadai mahindi hayo. Kama mnavyoona eti ni mahindi. Maboksi yamejaa kura. Wanasema ni mahindi. Ndugu zangu, hii ndio Tanzania. Ndani na nje ya nchi. Watu wazidi kushuhudia. Hai gari imejaza maboksi ya kura. Inakuja kuingia wilayani na kutangaza kuwa mahindi.
And since the last time Suluhu was seen in the public was during the time that she went to vote. And then after that, she disappeared. And nobody knows where she is. Nobody knows where she went to. And in fact, people have been storming. People are even planning to storm parliament and even Tanzanian State House. to do some comparison here. Tundu Lissu is in custody. Of course, he has been in custody, and of course, I know very well that maybe he was being prevented from getting out of prison by the government because the government feared what was going to come.
Kuanzia sasa nakaa gerezani kwa sababu ya tarehe 29 tu. Kesi imekwisha. Kesi kwisha.
Something that if you ask me, I would say that that was the right thing to do. Or in fact, the government really helped him because suppose he was outside, it could have been said that he's the one that is that is driving this, or that is causing all this problem, that is the one that has mobilized people to demonstrate, to ban things and all that. So Tundu Lissu being in custody is one way of actually it has really helped him. But I want us to listen to Tundu Lissu the way he was speaking once at one point during the time that his case was being heard. Listen to him. So fellow Kenyans and Tanzanians, Ugandans, East Africa has got a problem, and I'll keep on saying that East Africa has got a problem whereby the people that we elected, or the leaders that have been elected, don't really care or don't really bother about what's going on within the citizens that they are ruling. And suppose these people would understand that this is what people want, and this is what people need, and this is what we are supposed to do to make sure that their lives are safe, then we will not have all these problems that we are having. As we speak right now, the Tanzanians are taking the Nepal way. And I think what is happening in Tanzania is the same thing that happened in Nepal. Why? Because Tundu Lissu is in custody. Now, this is going to be the end game. I think we are both here, and we will confirm this after all these things will be over. Tundu Lissu is in custody. One thing I know is going to happen is that Tanzanians themselves are going to take Tundu Lissu and declare him their president. Wait and see. That is exactly what is going to happen. Tundu Lissu is going to be taken. You see what you saw what happened in Nepal, whereby the people of Nepal decided to go and take the former prime minister, that woman, I can't remember exactly her name, and they declared her their leader. In fact, that is exactly what is going to happen in Tanzania. And truth of the matter is that, of course, we know very well that change is very much painful, and for a country to get a revolution comes with a price. And this is one of the ways of getting a revolution in Tanzania. This is one of the ways of taking the power from the people who think that power belongs to them to the people, to the citizens, because power belongs to the people. Power does not belong to the leaders. Power always belongs to the people. So whenever leaders force themselves to do things that ought not to be done, and thinking that now they are the only people that are supposed to be heard, it becomes a little bit different, a little bit difficult even to understand. So I've been trying to look at Tundu Lissu, trying to do the comparison with Mama SULUHU, and I've realized that SULUHU has got ana ile moyo ya kuongoza. But if you see Tundu Lissu, even the way he's speaking, you see that this guy has got some, he can rule. Anaelewa wananchi. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because of the situation whereby Kenyans have decided to go and help Tanzanians to fight for the right of their country, which is something very nice. It is so good. It's good to have people who can stand with you. And I've told you that Kenyans and Tanzanians have been having problems online. But having a problem, there is a difference between having a problem online and having a problem physically. So they've decided to put their problems aside. And of course, we know very well that Tanzanians' internet was shut down by the government because the government does not want the world to know what's going on. And this has been happening not only in Tanzania, but we've seen this happening. It even happened in Kenya back during the Genesis demonstration, whereby the internet was shut down so that the world will not know what is going on within the country. But I don't think if it's something that normally helps, because at the end of the day, you come to realize that whatever you are doing is something that people have already known or people have already seen. People have seen what you're doing, so you can't prevent it from happening. It's the moment, the moment these demonstrations started, that is the time that every eye was on Tanzania.
Mungu wa
the Al Jazeera, the BBC, the CNN, everybody, the United States of America, everybody's eyes right now is in Tanzania. They want to see what next, what action is going to be taken. Would Samia Suluhu just decide to quit and say that, okay, I've surrendered, let Tanzanians choose the person that they want, but for me, I love this country, and the only way that I can show that I love this country is by quitting, which I know very well it's very difficult. You see these leaders that we have, I've told you that the leaders that we have, Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya, the leaders that we have are leaders who cannot accept to surrender very easily. They can't accept what they want, or they normally force themselves. They really want to show the world that we are the ones to be heard. You see, that sisi ndio wale watu ambao wanapaswa kusikizwa, without even understanding that this thing that we've been doing, this thing that we keep on doing, is it really necessary? Is it really right? If it's not right, then what am I supposed to do to make sure that we make things right? You can't force yourself to do things that people don't want. We have to understand that. You're a leader, yes, but you can't force people to love you. You can't. This thing should be mutual. I normally say that this thing is supposed to be mutual. Even love itself, it's supposed to be mutual. You can't love. You can't love somebody who doesn't love you and force the person to love you. It doesn't work that way. It's the chemistry you must bond. The chemistry must be there. There must be that chemistry. So there should be a chemistry between citizens and the leaders. And I really don't know how our leaders of Africa would do this. Maybe the only person who is really doing it is the president of Burundi. That is Traore. It is only Traore. Traore is the only person that is really doing this. He's really making people to love him. Sorry. Because of the way he interacts with the citizens and all that. But remember, Traore was a military, was a soldier. So soldiers really understand, and soldiers really know the things that people are going through, the way people are suffering. So they can relate. You see, but now these others who are just coming and then they put on combat and then they pretend that now they understand people. It's somewhat hectic and somewhat challenging. But all in all, we have to accept the fact that change, mabadiliko imekuja, and for a change to happen in a country, there must be casualties. There really must be casualties. And I've seen police officers shooting people right now in Tanzania. I don't know who has given them order to do that, but maybe the president himself, the president herself has said that, okay, ili watu waniogope basi bila shaka mfungue bunduki. But Samia Suluhu is missing. Let us just wait and see what is going to happen next. After all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for now. Let me know what you think at the comment section, but don't forget to drop me a comment at the comment section. Tell me what you think and where exactly you're watching this video from. Until we meet again, I have been your host, Bonfasawina. Bingo.
Kitu mikoa mingine mmekosa ya. Sisi Arusha mambo kawaida, naishi na nyama hadi mjini.